welcome back. Impact of the West Asia war in India is first and foremost being felt by the markets on a daily basis. We saw the Sensex crashing a bit on Monday as well, the first trading day after the war was declared over the weekend. And now today the Nifty is down by nearly 500 points. The Sensex is down by more than 1,600 points, crashing by 1,758.22. It is down to 78,480 right now in early morning trade. The Nifty has tanked 530 points to 24,334, a sub 25k marker. The rupee is also slumped again to by 66 paise to an all-time low of 92.15 against the dollar in early trade. What does this mean as far as markets are concerned, about market values are concerned? All of that is a big question. My colleague Pallavi is also joining us with more on this. Pallavi, this is exactly where the first impact is going to be noticed. Pallavi will be with us in just a bit. But this is the impact that we're seeing on the Indian markets. The Sensex opening down by nearly 1,500 to 1,600 points. The rupee is slumping day after day. The Nifty is also down by over 500 points. Pallavi is with us. Pallavi, this is going to make everyone very jittery.
And this is the reason why, Shivani, the government is trying to repeatedly, through all the ministries, try and reassure the people that there's no need to worry. What happens is that when a market goes into red, there's a close monitoring of which are the kind of sector stocks which are being affected. Usually the first ones are the energy stocks, the export stocks. Those kind of companies are the ones which are usually affected. And one does expect that to happen because of a certain amount of uncertainty. I can say safely about the energy stocks, government sources made it very clear yesterday also that there's no need to panic, there's no need to hoard. We have enough supplies for 25 days, both for the energy stock, which is petrol and diesel, because this has a spiraling effect. It usually gives a surge as far as freight charges are concerned, and, as far as transportation charges are concerned. So government has made it very clear that 25 days each, 25 days for energy stocks, 25 days for crude oil stocks, which means we are covered by 50 days. Also, Strait of Hormuz being closed is also one factor which could have had an impact on the markets. Over here also, the government is giving that assurance that only 40% of our products come through this route. 60% are the alternative routes, for example, the Cape of Good Hope. So there's no reason to panic, but these are markets, Shivani. Market always responds negatively as far as any semblance of uncertainty is concerned, because there's also no clarity. No one can give this for sure or predict for sure that how long will the war continue.
Yes, absolutely. Uncertainty is not something that the markets like. We've seen a buoyant market for a while now, and India has been one of those major economies that not only is growing very well despite the uncertainties that prevail. Remember, we've been living in an era of war, unfortunately, over the last 3 to 4 years, but also there is global economic uncertainty, but India has been kind of bypassing that. Now it seems, as far as this is concerned, Christine, this is too close to home as well, because this is not only regionally very close to us, but also the oil factor is very important for us.
Yeah, and I'm going to quickly just open the live markets for you. If you just look at Indian indices, Sensex down by 15, it was 1,600 points. So fluctuating right now, 1,537 points is what Sensex shows at the moment. So yes, we're seeing an all-in-all impact on markets as well. And that pretty much has been the scenario the last few days, isn't it, Shivani? We've not seen the market stabilize. So this is 1,550 points at the moment. It's fluctuating. I'm going to try and open Nifty figures also here in just a bit. Okay, all right. The minus 3.91 is the change that we're seeing here. So these
Nifty is down by nearly 4%,
yeah,
is it?
Yeah, 4%. This is the percentage change. 4% again fluctuating. 3.73 was 3.9.
And Sensex is down by 2%.
Yeah. Almost 2%, minus 1.91, almost 2%, and 1,600 points, or 1,533 points. And if you look at this, the percentage change in Nifty is 4%. That's the market status as of right now. The next few hours, very interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Not expecting too much of a gain at the moment because of the lack of faith at the moment, because Strait of Hormuz once again shut, closed. Doesn't look like there's an opportunity. Really.
So interestingly, Donald Trump in his briefing yesterday has said, which was overnight for us, that if necessary, US naval vessels are going to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz. He has said if necessary, they're willing to do this. I think they could also try and wait and watch as to how long some of these independent units of the IRGC are able to close this. Because remember, a big claim of the US administration is that Iran doesn't have any naval capabilities anymore. All of their 11 naval vessels have been downed. So how is this strait being held back?